Hi everyone, welcome to this new DevOps series where we will learn Ansible from scratch step by step with real world examples and simple demos. If you have ever managed multiple servers manually, installed the same packages again and again, or struggled with small configuration differences between environments, you are going to love this series. By the end of these lessons, you will be able to automate your server setups, deployments, and even manage your cloud infrastructure using Ansible. So, let's start with the basics. Why do we even need Ansible? And what makes it so popular? Before we talk about Ansible, let's take a quick look at how things were done before automation and why that approach became such a challenge. Before automation tools like Ansible, everything was done manually. Imagine you are working late on a Friday night and you have to deploy a new version of your app. You log into 10 servers one by one, copy the files, restart services, and on the last one, you forget one small command. Just a tiny manual mistake. And the app crashes only on that server. You spend hours debugging only to realize it was that single missed step. We have all been there, right? It's time consuming, stressful, and definitely not scalable. And this kind of manual setup caused a lot of frustration for IT teams. Let's look at what those pain points were. Manual configuration, inconsistent systems, time consuming processes, downtime due to human error, and huge delays when scaling infrastructure. Every environment, whether it's dev, test, or production, would drift apart over time, meaning they would stop being consistent with each other. For example, a library might be updated in dev but never in production. So, things start breaking unexpectedly. Or one server has Python 3.10 while another runs on 3.6, and suddenly your scripts behave differently. These small inconsistencies create big headaches when your setup grows. So, what's the solution? We need something that can automate all these repeated steps and routine work. That's where Ansible comes in. With Ansible, You don't have to repeat the same steps, same setup and configuration steps again and again. It does them for you automatically. You define what needs to be done once, and Ansible applies those steps across all your servers consistently. No manual mistakes, no missed updates, and no configuration drift between environments. Let's see what automation actually looks like in action. Automation completely changed how teams work. Instead of typing commands on each system, you describe the setup once and tools like Ansible run it perfectly across hundreds of servers. It's faster, consistent, and way less stressful. That's the power of automation. You focus on results, not repetition. And one of the most popular automation tools out there is, you guessed it, Ansible. So, what exactly is Ansible? Ansible is an open source automation tool developed by Red Hat. It helps you automate server setup, configuration, deployment, and even manage cloud environments. The best part? It's agentless. You don't have to install anything on your servers. It connects using SSH for Linux or WinRM for Windows and safely executes your instructions. Let's see how it actually works behind the scenes. Ansible works from a central machine called the control node. From there, it connects to multiple managed nodes, your servers, using SSH. You write a simple file called a playbook. It tells Ansible exactly what to do. Think of it like this. Your control node is the command center, and your managed nodes are the workers. You send one set of instructions and they all do the same job in perfect sync. To make that happen, Ansible uses a few key components. Ansible has 5 main building blocks. Inventory, the list of servers you want to manage. Modules, built-in actions like installing software, copying files, or restarting services. Playbooks, YAML files that describe the steps to perform. Roles, reusable organized collections of playbooks for larger projects. Vault, a secure way to store passwords and sensitive data. Let's take a simple example. Imagine setting up a web server. Your inventory lists all the machines. Your playbook defines what needs to be done, like install Nginx, copy the config, restart the service. Then, modules are the ones that actually perform those actions. Roles let you reuse the same setup for other projects. And Vault keeps your secrets safe. All of these together make automation simple, consistent, and powerful. Now, let's see why Ansible is so popular. Ansible stands out because it's simple, flexible, and reliable. It's agentless, no extra software on your servers. It uses YAML, easy to read and write, even for beginners. It works with Linux, Windows, and all major clouds, AWS, Azure, GCP, and so on. It integrates perfectly with containers, CI/CD tools, and network devices. And it has a massive open source community sharing roles on Ansible Galaxy. That's why so many teams rely on it for day-to-day automation. Let's look at how it's used in real-world projects. Ansible is everywhere, from startups to space agencies. NASA automates its hybrid cloud infrastructure. Netflix uses Ansible for deploying microservices. Adobe and Airbnb use it inside their CI/CD pipelines. And even Cisco and Nokia manage network devices. In real projects, teams use Ansible to configure hundreds of servers at once. No manual steps, no late night troubleshooting. When you learn Ansible, you are learning a skill that's trusted across the world. Now, let's visualize the difference with and without Ansible. Without Ansible, you are managing everything manually. It's a slow, inconsistent, and error prone. With Ansible, you write your setup steps once and it automatically applies them to all servers. A process that used to take half a day now finishes in minutes, accurately every single time. It's not just faster, it's stress free. You can focus on improving systems instead of fixing small mistakes. If you would like to go deeper, here are some official resources I recommend. Always start with the official documentation. It's detailed and constantly updated. I'll include these links in the description so you can explore them easily. Alright, let's wrap up this first session. So today we saw why manual setups are unreliable and how Ansible solves that problem through automation. We learned what Ansible is, how it works, and what its key components are. We also saw real-world examples and the huge time savings automation brings. In the next class, we will prepare our environment, set up an inventory, and run our first Ansible command hands-on. Thanks for watching. You can also turn on captions. They are auto-generated and mostly accurate. If you found this helpful, a like or share really helps the channel grow. See you in the next session. And remember, automation made simple with Ansible.